everybody. Once again, I know I always say that. Once again, we're here again. Yes, we are. We are here again. Trying to bring you some content that will help people stay motivated on their budgeting journey. If I do have any new subscribers, hi, how are you? My name is Christine. Welcome to my channel, The Budgeting Baker. Budgeting Baker comes from my trade. I'm a baker by trade. I'm a cake decorator and I love to budget. So why not give it my own little twist? So anyway, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, if we're going to like, if we're going to subscribe, if we're going to ring the Wall Street bell and all that good stuff, to try to, get my subscriber count and my watch count up to where I can start to monetize. Make me some little extra money, which all goes into my retirement account so I can do this without having to work full time. That's my goal in the next 10 years. Long-term goals, people, long-term goals. So anyway, okay, what are we doing today? What is all this stuff? Why do I have all of this stuff on my desk? I have seen people, quite a few people, but I thought I would bring that content to my channel as well. Put videos out about being able to start the savings challenge process, if that's what, and so for anybody who out there who is making a goal for 2024 to start to save money, start their budgeting journey. And I know when I started off, this will be my third year, 3 or 4. I think this is 4. Yeah, this is 4. I know when I started off, I was broke. I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing. And I felt very intimidated by when I was watching all of these cash budgeting videos. All of these people had these beautiful binders and they had all of this cash stuffing 100 envelope, beautiful, wallets and all of this great stuff. And I was like, dang, that's really expensive. I can't afford that right now. And it was very intimidating. It got to the point where I would not watch people who were stuffing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, or people that had all of these lavish cash stuffing products, because it made me feel bad. I mean, I'm real on this channel. I'm not gonna say that it made me feel bad. I'm like, dang. But you know what? At the same time, it motivated me. It motivated me to stay on my journey so I could be able to afford those pretty things. I mean, let's be realistic. Women like pretty things, and we like things to be in order, and sometimes we like to be a part of the crowd. And I was no different. So, but I had to. So when I watched their videos, I would take the products. I would try to not look at their products. What I was interested is in their process. What is their process of saving money? How did they save money? How did they get to where they were? But at the same time, I was like, I need something to put this freaking money in. What am I going to use? So I'm going to go over a couple of things that are decent that you can save your money in now, and then make an envelope for budgeting paraphernalia, if you want to call it that. If, budgeting supplies, budgeting. Even if you just make an envelope for wallet, budgeting wallet, and put the one that you want on it. Put a picture of it on there if you really want. Make it a goal for yourself that by the end of the year, you want to be able to buy that wallet. And if you stuff $1 a week, at the end of the year, you will have $52. There's your wallet. You know what I mean? But the biggest thing is making sure that you have patience with yourself and give yourself grace. So anyway. So I was at Dollar Tree. Actually, it was Dollar Tree and Dollar General a couple of weeks ago. And I just started picking up some fun things that you can do as you're cash strapped right now, as you're trying to take your money and pay off bills and get this saving thing underneath your belt and save money and pay off debt and the whole 9 yards. So anyway, okay. So I'm going to just go through some quick things that I found that might be fun to do. And we'll see where we go from there. Okay, first and foremost. So I got these from Dollar Tree. They were $1.25. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 Sharpies were $5. Now, even if you just got, say your budget walking into, make a budget. When you walk into Dollar Tree, say, I'm only going to spend $10. That's all I have. I don't have any more than that. Don't get sucked up into, for most of us that don't have a YouTube video, nobody else beside you sees these things. King Charles is not coming to your house to check out your budget. Let's be honest, okay? Nobody else is going to see it. Maybe your husband, maybe your kids, maybe your best friend, maybe your sister or something along those lines. If you don't have a YouTube channel, if you're not putting this stuff out to the universe, the only person that's going to see all of this is you. Keep that in mind, okay? Now, for us content creators that are putting stuff out in the universe, we like to try to do things like this and then at the same time do budgeting products for those people that are at the later stage of budgeting. So we have to make things a little bit more varied on our channels. But anyway, so even if you walk into Dollar Tree, you have a budget of $10. I have a $10 bill, and that's going to include sales tax. So remember that. I have $10. So let's grab the calculator. Okay, you managed to carve out $10 out of your paycheck. All right. So we're going to count down, okay? So $10. I'm going to put $10 in my calculator right here. All right. So let's start off with 1 Sharpie marker minus 125. Whoop, and I can't even see that. I need a better calculator. Minus 125. But I live with this one. Okay. So here's your marker for whatever it is that you need to color. If you want to do, now they obviously had like sharper, you know what I mean, markers like this that are more, they're not so, I mean, this says fine, but this is really fine. Even one like this was $1.25 so that you can write, okay? So there's your pen. If you wanted to get more, they had all sorts of colors. These were all $1.25. Okay, so we're at $8.75. I found these little plastic envelopes. Okay, again, all $1.25. So this one is cool because it has the one in the front and then it has a zipper up front where you can put maybe your savings tracker in here and then maybe your cash can go in here. All right, or this one was cool. It has the zipper on top. Let me take this out. But this one, you can punch holes in. This has holes in it, so you can put it in a binder. Now, this probably won't go into one of the traditional binders, like an A7. This is much bigger. So this would probably go in like a regular 8.5 by 11 binder. Just a regular, school binder, so to speak. But if you didn't want to use the holes and you just wanted your binder, this is a great way to be able to save money. So I have this one. This one doesn't have. This is just a regular. And I found pink and I found purple. Okay. So let's say you wanted to do, let's just go with one. Let's just go with one right now because most people starting off only have enough money for maybe one sinking fund or one savings challenge because you're trying to pay off debt. Hopefully that's your plan. So let's just go with one. We'll just go with the purple. All right. So we're going to take off another $1.25. So we're down to $7.50. So right now I'm at a pen and I'm at something to keep either my sinking fund or my savings challenge in, whichever one you feel is more important in your life. If you just wanted to use this for a debt, that's it. So all you want to put on here is just, this is going to be your, for extra money for your debt. If you just wanted to use this, if you do a lot of things online and you just wanted to save cash for Christmas, that's it. That's all that this would be for, okay? So here's something to hold your money in and something to write your stuff down with, okay? Now, we'll put this over here. So I came up with, you know what? Let's move to this one because I know a lot of people see this. Okay. Now I found this one came from Walmart and this one was a little bit more spendy. These are at Walmart. I think I paid $3.50 for this. Okay. But if you go to Dollar Tree, especially around, well, mine didn't have any. I have seen them there before out of the holiday time because I guess they needed the space. There are ones that look like this that are $1.25. I couldn't find any at my Dollar Tree right now, but if you look or if you have multiple Dollar Trees in your town, Dollar Tree does have ones that look like this for $1.25. So let's just say I found this one at Dollar Tree for $1.25. Okay. If not, this was at Walmart for $3.50, and I know that Walmart always have this one. So we're going to pretend that this was a Dollar Tree find. So we're going to take off another $1.25. So I'm at $6.25. And then my Dollar Tree, instead of just having white, they had these. Where's my? Oh, here we go. They had these cool colored index cards, and these fit in here. So I'm going to take them out. I'll show you. And I like these because they're all different colors. Where's my, oh, we'll put trash over there for right now. Okay. So they've got pink, they've got green, they've got blue. So pink, whoops. We'll take out a blue, a pink, a green, and a yellow. It'll take some time to put this together. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you can just buy it from Etsy and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? It's gonna show up ready for you to go. You will get there, but you have to give yourself patience and time. Okay. Now you can do this one of two ways. So it's blank here and with the lines on the outside. Okay. So we're gonna fold this. Now you can do this a couple of ways. Make sure that this is nice and straight. Okay. Make sure that that is nice and straight. Make sure that this is nice and straight. Okay, so my Dollar Tree also had this one for $1.25. Now, I got all of this and I'm only halfway through my budget. Okay. All right. So, a couple ways you can do this. Where is mine? Okay. I know that this is the not so pretty way, but it'll work for you because you need to save money. Okay. If you just put 3 staples in the side, you have your pocket. Okay? Or you can take a piece of tape, just regular, good old Scotch tape. Put that on the side. I need to cut the bottom. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to take you a while to do 100 envelopes this way. But if you're real about your journey, then guess what? Then you'll put the time into what you need. It's a start. It will not be forever. You've got to continue to tell yourself, all of us that are cash budgeters did it for a reason. We did it because we were tired of being in debt. We were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. We needed to know where our money went, so we had to start someplace. Okay, so here you go. Oh, let me cut that off a little bit more. Okay, here's your pocket. Okay, there it is. Or if you're one of those people, if you wanted to invest in it, or if you have one at home, so this is double-sided tape runner. If you go down there like that, then you go down like that, you put it together. But again, this is about $4 at Walmart. If you can carve $4 out of your budget, then you'll be okay. Okay? Oh, come on, Christine. Open up for me. There we go. Okay? There we go. Here's your pocket. I should have done it a little closer to the side so the pocket was a little bit better. It looks like this route, you're going to get the most out of your inside. This takes up a little bit more room. And again, it just depends on the way you want to fold your money. If you don't care the way you fold your money, I'll show you a couple of different ways. So these two, it takes up a little bit more room on the inside. This looks like you're going to get the full way of doing it. Okay? So this one, I'll just do another one like this. At the very beginning, when I started, I could care less how my money was folded in an envelope. And I will show you because I still have it, the very first savings challenge that I started for myself. And I think that some point this year, I am going to bring back oldie but goodie. And cut the bottom. And we'll fold it over. Do this. And do this. Okay? Now, you can use pens that you have around the house. Heck, if you have to, if you've got kids, use your kids' crayons. Let your kids help you do this. Let your kids draw a picture on every single one of these. If not, there's number 1. There's number 2. There's number 3. There's number 4. Nothing fancy, nothing off the chart, but you know what? You're saving money. And this is what's going to hold your money. And then eventually you can maybe save for your 100 envelope boxes. Mine retail on my website for about $28. But you get the box, you get 100 envelopes that are laminated, you get a savings tracker, you get a calculator, you get a pen, you get all of this stuff. But if you're just starting out and you're serious about saving money, this is where it's going to be. Okay? Take your money, fold it in this way, and it sticks out at the top a little bit. When I was doing mine, I didn't care. I took my money. I'm not one to let it stay at the top. I folded it into 4s, okay? And it fits perfectly in your box. All of this fits perfectly in your box. You're not going to be going in and out of these envelopes every single week. And by the time you do 100 envelopes, you know what? You know what some people do? It doesn't even have to be 100 envelopes. In other words, it doesn't have to be labeled 1 to 100. Make it, when you start off, make it 1 to 10. You know what I mean? 1 to 10. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You mean if up to $10 is all that you can afford, then that's all that you can afford. Don't do 100 envelopes, because 9 times out of 10, trying to stuff $99 just starting off is going to be impossible. Do not put that pressure on yourself. Even if you have to just do 1 to 5, just do 1 to 5. That's it. And once you get to 5, you go back down to 1. If you want to start by stuffing all your ones first, stuff all your ones first. You need to do whatever's best for your budget. And then these go in here. This goes on top. There's your box. That's it. That's all you got to do. I mean, it does not need to cost a lot. You will get there when you can get all the fancy schmancy stuff. But right now, you just need to get into the habit of saving money. So, okay? So, this box, if you can find one at Dollar Tree, is $1.25. Look at all of these cards. You get what? 500 cards, something like that was in here. I don't even know. I guess there's 1,000. 150. Okay, so I was really off. That's 150 cards. It's 150 envelopes right there. And you can get them in colors, so it looks a little bit nicer than just white. Okay? So the box and the cards, the pen, and this little thing right here was $5. $5. If you need to buy tape, then you're going to be down at $3.50. But I'm sure most people have tape lying around their house. Okay? So basically, the box, the cards, and the pen to write this on there is what? Times 3? $3.75. There you go. There's your 100 envelope box, which is a heck of a lot less expensive than what most of us are selling them for. Okay? So here's one good one. All right? So we're with everything else, we're at $5. Okay? Now, you can do your 100 envelope box. That always works, right? Or you could do what I did way back when. This is exactly how I started out. With this little stupid thing right here. I found this on the clearance rack at Walmart for $1.50. I don't know why. I think it was mismarked because this is like suede. This is like suede. Maybe it was the color. Maybe it was just out of season. They needed to clear out their. I found this at Walmart for $1.50. So check the clearance aisles. You never know what you're going to find. Get creative, okay? And then I bought a deck of cards. I'm not kidding you. This was my very first savings challenge. This and a deck of cards. Okay? It's exactly what I did. Exactly. So, what I ended up doing was here's all my mixed up cards. So obviously it's 1 to 10. And then you had aces, and then kings and all of your jacks and stuff like that. Okay? I would literally shuffle my cards. This is my very first one. I did this every 2 weeks. I would shuffle them so that they were all together. I spread them out, and I picked one. $3. That's what I stuffed this week. I took $3 on it, and I had some of these little Post-it notes, and I wrote the date on it. I wrote 1/5. And I would take that, I would put it on the front so I know what date this came from. And I would stick it in here. That's how I did it. So in here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 12 slots in here. that just about brought me to a month because I get paid every 2 weeks. So it's every 14 days. This just about brought me to a month. So 2 paychecks a month. Okay. So I would put 5 here. Actually, it was more than that. Yeah. Okay. So what I ended up doing was, so here's my 1.5 that would go in here. So this was January. There are 12 slots. This is 12 months. This is what I did for my first year. So also in here, so I get paid twice a month. So my next one, I would shuffle, pick another card. It was 8. So on there, my next paycheck is 118. I would take that $8, put it on here, and put it in here. 12 months. This was my, I don't remember how much money I saved. I think if I go back in my binder, I can probably figure it out. Now, the big kicker was if I got an ace or if I got a king, queen, or jack, those were worth 15. So now this is a chance, but what I ended up doing so that I would know, like when I started it in January, I started by just pulling a card. Say my first paycheck was 4. Okay. So for that paycheck, I put 4 in, but I would also pull for my following paycheck. So say this year I got paid on January 5th. So that was 4. Now I get paid again on January 18th. So I would pull for the 18th. So I know on the 18th, I need to budget for $5 more. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not always luck of the draw. You're not always a surprise. You can actually budget how much your savings challenge is going to be. This is what I did. This is it. This is what I did for the first year of budgeting. This is the only thing that I did. And with this is how I bought my first binder. My first ever cash stuffing binder. And you want to know what it was? It was this one. This is my first ever cash stuffing binder. Saving my way because I'm saving my way. Okay, so this was $1.50 and I think these cards were $2.22. I don't know, something like that. So this process right here was less than $5, but it got me in the habit of saving. Get cheap. Seriously, first time out, get cheap. You can do it. You can find ways to make it fun. You really can. But you got to find ways that makes it work for your budget. And I'm actually thinking about bringing this back because it was fun for me. It really was. I looked forward to doing this. Okay. So pick a card. That's the first way. And it came so I could save my money and I knew how much I was doing. It was all in one shot. Okay. Check Walmart, check your dollar stores. Okay. Being an Etsy shop owner, so to speak, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say that. And this goes out to everybody who's just starting out. Stay away from Etsy. If you are just starting budgeting, stay away from Etsy. I can't make that any more clear. It will make you feel bad. I got into debt because I let my emotions get the best of me. I couldn't say no to my children. I couldn't tell my husband where our finances were because not that I wanted the prettiest things, but I felt the need to never say no. Okay. What I learned were my trigger points. My trigger points were going onto those websites that made me feel good. And I know that buying from Etsy and getting all of these pretty things makes you feel better. Stay away from Etsy. Don't browse. Don't put crap in your cart. Nothing. Until you have enough cash in an envelope to be able to browse Etsy and pick what you want. If you wanted to go on there at first and be like, okay, I found a binder that I wanted and I know it's going to cost me at $28. Screenshot it, print it, put it as a goal for yourself, and then stay away from Etsy. don't tempt yourself. It's like an alcoholic going into a bar. You know what I mean? They're going to drink, you're going to buy. So just stay away from there until you're ready to buy. Okay? All right. So that's one. This was my first one. Okay. Now, the other thing that I did. Oh, and also you can get a calculator. You don't need one of those fancy pink ones that sounds like a typewriter. This is my calculator. I've had this thing for years. I think 3 years now. It cost me like $2.50 at Walmart. I'm thinking about going to this bigger one because dang, I can't see numbers anymore because I'm blind as a bat. Literally got this one at Dollar Tree for $1.25. Literally. And I'm actually thinking I like this one better because this one has a terrible glare on it. You actually have to stand it up. This one has this little, you pop it up so it doesn't have the glare on it. I'm actually going to be using this one. So I spent $1.25 at Dollar Tree or $2.50 at Walmart. Do you know how much those pretty pink ones are? In some Etsy shops, they're like $30 on a calculator. To me, that's just crazy. I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect to people that are selling. And if you can afford it, if you want to make that your goal, you're paying off your debt, you're paying things down, but you made an envelope for one of those pink little cute calculators, make it your goal. If that's where you're focused on and you're not paying your bills so that you can buy this little cute calculator, then that's not the way to go. If that's what you want to save for, $1 at a time, the end of the year you can have the money for it, then make it a goal. But just be smart with what you're spending your money on. Okay, $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Okay, one of the other ones that I was doing as I was paying down debt and I wanted to save a little bit more money was the pick a stick challenge. Literally, pick a stick. So I got this at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I got the sticks for $1.25, and I had this ribbon, I don't know, it was in a box someplace for Christmas. So same concept as pick a card. Pick one out. Now I have these little stickers from my Etsy shop that I use for my envelopes. So this says 10, but you can even go as far as just writing numbers. Just write it on the edge of the stick. You know what I mean? Just write it. You don't have to. $1. Okay? Pick a stick. Now the reason I put the ribbon on the bottom is so I can't see in. Pick a stick. So this one is $3. Okay? $3 right there. I know they're not fancy, guys. I get it. But when you're broke, this is what you got to do. This is it. This is what you got to do. And this is the other thing that I did. Once I could get two of them going on at the same time, and I only went up to $10 on these. None of these are over $10. They're all low numbers. So what I did was I took this. I just kind of folded this flap in the back. Actually, I got smart with myself. I left the flap out. Okay, so I picked 3 for this week. Same marker. So I put 1, 5, whatever it was. I don't know, 20 something. So I put $3. And then maybe you want to write what this is for. Pick a stick. Now, so I would not tempt myself, because I know I would put my money in here and then I sealed it. I sealed it. To me, the act of doing this meant do not touch this frickin' money. I sealed the envelope. Or if you really wanted to, don't write the amount on the outside. If you wanted to surprise yourself at the end, don't write the amount on the outside. Just write the date. 1/5, pick a stick. Okay? Put your money in there and seal it. The end of the year, or 52, once a week, once a month, however you want to go about setting it up. Then you can go through the process of, okay, this is the exciting part. This is where you get your adrenaline from. You go through, you open them all up, you open up all of your envelopes, and you count. You count how much money, you know what I mean? You count how much money you saved. You can do it either way. Pick a stick. Okay, so all right, so let's do the calculation. Let's calculate because we're staying on a budget here, okay? So we started off with 10, and we're gonna minus $1.25 for the marker, right? Okay, we're gonna do minus $1.25 for your 100 envelope container, minus $1.25 for your index cards. Okay. Let's say you needed tape, minus $1.25 for tape. You're at $5 right here. Okay. If you wanted to do the pick a stick and then put the money in here, you could absolutely do that too. Minus $1.25. Okay. Minus $1.25 for your sticks, minus $1.25 for your glass, and that is just about your whole budget. $10. That's what you can do. There's so many things that you're able to do without spending a ton of money. Even if you're not a creative person, that's okay. You don't have to be creative to do this. Seriously, you really do not have to be creative to do this. Okay? Now, here's the other thing that I came up with. Same concept with the envelopes. 2 more little cash savings challenges. I found these dominoes. Seriously. Dominoes. $1.25. You can make up your own savings challenges. And if I can get this open, maybe I can show you how to play it. Oh, here we go. Duh, Christine. Okay. Literally, dominoes. I think that might be another fun one that I might end up doing. Turn them over. Take out 5. You don't have to do all of them. Don't overwhelm yourself. Take out 5. Okay? 5. Turn one over. So there's 5 and 3 is 8. That's how much money you're saving this month. Take that out. You know what I mean? So this $8 is done. Next week, let's see. Turn that one over. 5 and 2 is 7. Take this one out. See how far you can get by doing the entire thing. There's 55 pieces in here. Now, if you can't afford to add them together, I get paid twice a month. So maybe one paycheck I'm doing 5, the other one I'm doing 2. So I'm saving $7. Make your goal to go through all 55 pieces. Now, I don't know how much this totals, but, and if you get a blank, I don't know, make that one up yourself, whichever way you want to. Make your goal to get all 55 pieces and see how much money you can save. You can do the same thing with flashcards. Seriously. Kids' flashcards. Okay? $20. If that's too much for you, do 12 one time and 8 on the other. 7-4. Now, the one thing I like about this one is that at the top, it tells you what's on the other side. Okay, so you can use one card, and there are, I don't even know how many they're in here. I don't even know how many they're in here, but it's a whole bunch. You can use one side for one paycheck, the other side for the other paycheck if you're a little bit, because some of these numbers are a little bit higher. Like this is that's $20, that's $18, that's $17. Kids flashcards. Seriously. Seriously. And then what I would do is I would buy some, let's see if I can find it. Also at Dollar Tree, they've got little stickers. I'm a sticker person. I love stickers. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give myself an attaboy. I'm going to give, let's see. I'm going to give myself some kisses. How about that? So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put little kisses on there. Or if I get one that's like, oh my gosh, that is a lot of money. Next time, how am I going to go about saving $23? Okay, this is a big one. $23. How am I going to go about savings? And I'm like, oh my God. All right, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? And I'm just going to be like, okay, so we're going to give myself some double eyes because I think it's funny. You know what I mean? So, and even if you put a sticker on there, you know that it's been done. And they were a little emoji. This was my Happy Planner one. But you can do little emoji ones for $1.25. So, and then at the same time, use your envelopes. Use your envelopes. Seal it up. By sealing it, it's done. So with $10, you can set yourself up with savings challenges. You know what I mean? You can set yourself up for sinking funds. Now, I could have walked through my Dollar Tree for the next 3 hours, but I was on my lunch hour and I needed to just grab some stuff for this video and go. Dice. Do dice. You know what I mean? Roll one dice. $6. That's how much you're saving. You know what I mean? They also had these at Dollar General in plastic, and they were $1.25. Same concept. Same concept. So instead of this, it was in like a plastic like this, in that folder. Do the same thing. That's where you're going to put your money. Make an envelope. Make a savings challenge to be able to go back onto Etsy and buy some stuff that you really want. So it's not impossible. It's just how disciplined you are in how much you really want to save. It doesn't cost a lot. We make it look like, but you know what? This is where I started. I'm not going to lie. This is where I started. This right here is where I started. And now I'm able to take vacations and put more money into my 401k because I know where all my money is going. So anyway, guys, I know that this video was kind of long, but I just wanted to give those that are just starting out a nice pep talk. Don't lose hope. Don't lose focus. And if you get to the point where you're into emergency and you don't have any money to stuff this week, that's okay too. I had plenty of those weeks that I'm just like, I can't do it. But in the end, I was saving money and I was paying down debt. So you just do what you need to do, but do it on the cheap, and don't walk into Dollar General or peruse through Etsy with your debit card. Walk in there with cash. Don't forget sales tax because that will throw you for a loop, and just have a budget and have some time. Okay? All right. I know my desk is a mess now. Anyway, I won't go on. I'll get off my soapbox. I just, for those that are just starting out, I just wanted to be able to pass on the fact that you can do sinking funds and savings challenges on the cheap. and work your way up to the bigger ones where you can buy a binder, you can download savings challenges, you know what I mean, off of Etsy, and know that you're not spending money that you really don't have. So anyway, love to hear you guys' ideas. If you have any other ideas that you want to post below, go for it. If you have any questions about the way that I budget or anything else, I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe like once a month, just come up with a simple savings challenge, you know, a cheap one, an inexpensive one. I hate to use the word cheap, but you know what? I'm going to use the word cheap. Let's say this is cheap. You want to use frugal? You can use frugal. These are cheap. They won't be forever, but just don't get down on yourself. All right, guys. I appreciate you, everybody, seeing what I'm all about, seeing what's going on, clicking on the video, watching the views. Again, I look forward to everybody's comments and seeing what they're thinking. And vice versa. I'll comment anytime I can. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to clean up this mess and I'm going to get back to my Etsy order. So we'll catch you later on. Bye.